Good morning, my fine homestead friends. It is a glorious morning here. A glorious Saturday morning. I am heading out to milk, and then we're going to go on a little trip. I'll keep you in suspense for a little bit, but you'll see where we're going. I will check in with you guys shortly. Okay, so we are at our trip. I don't know if you guys have been able to figure it out yet, but there we are. We're at the cottage. Mom and Dad's cottage. I'm gonna go cut some weeds using the weed razor, but I'm sure quite shortly the kids will be using the new paddle boat and the kayaks and all sorts of fun stuff. So if I remember, I'll take some video.
Daddy, I need one. Here's a board.
Okay, so normally every single day I wear a watch, and normally I wear a Fitbit. I think it's a Surge. To keep track of steps and heartbeat and all that stuff. But since we're at the lake, that's not waterproof. It's maybe water resistant. But since we're at the lake, I'm back to wearing this. It's my Seiko Solar Diver's watch. And I love this thing. Before I got the Fitbit Surge, I wore this thing every single day. And I hadn't worn this probably since last summer. And it still was ticking, still had the right time. The date was off a little bit because the date's off. Not every month has 31 days. But if you're looking for a watch, the only thing, I don't know if you can see, the top bezel, the black came off right at the top where the 12 is. Other than that, this thing's kicking butt. I love it a lot. So at the end of my parents' dock, it is weedy. And in the past, I just used like a regular garden rake, and I'd come out here and try to rip everything up as best I could. Well, last year, my parents got a weed razor. I don't know if you guys can see this here. So I've thrown it out, and all you do is you just kind of pull it back in, and you can see I just done one pass. You can see all these weeds that floated to the surface because they got cut. And I'll show you when I get it out, but it's like a Y shape, and it is really, really sharp, and it just slices through, and in short order you've got a bunch of weeds floating on the top that you have to collect. So maybe we'll use that new aquacycle right there and collect them. Okay, so I've done 2 passes with the weed razor, and this right here, I'm trying to show you without cutting myself. Let me see if I can move this. This right here is a weed razor. You can see it's got blades on the top side, and they're sharp. You can sharpen them, and you can see at the bottom there, you can adjust the angle to be wider or more narrow depending on your situation. But it's really sharp, and this is 2 passes. All these weeds in 2 passes. Hey guys, so done with the weed razor. I haven't put the guards back on the blades yet because it's really hard, and apparently my dad said it's a 2-person job. I don't know if you can see over there behind my mom. There is a massive pile of weeds, and there is still plenty of weeds that we have yet to rake into the beach. So, but the upside is I think we're pretty good on weeds. Now in here a little bit I may need to rip out the roots, but we got a good start at it. How did it fight?
Really hard.
He was a big fighter, wasn't he? So we went to church this morning. We've been out on the lake on the kayaks and paddle boat, and now this is happening. I don't know if you guys can see that. So we're no longer on the lake. So, the rain is gone. It is gorgeous. It is probably back up to 70, and it is sunny with white fluffy clouds. See? Beautiful clouds. It is gorgeous out. So the kids wanted to come out and get back in the water. So we got Homestead Girl 1 and Homestead Girl 2 in the water. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday morning. It is Memorial Day morning. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. Thank you for all those who have served, and thank you for all those families who have lost one serving for our protection. We are headed to Shipshewana this morning. We are going to go to the Blue Gate restaurant for breakfast, and then we're going to go to the flea market. We try to do that once or twice a year. It's a fun experience, and the kids, we give them a couple dollars, and they can buy a few things at the flea market. So we are heading off to do that. I will try to take some video where possible. So we had breakfast. We are at Shipshewana, the flea market. As you can probably see, there's cars everywhere. Right over there is where the flea market is. We're heading over there now. So we are back home from the cottage. Just finished milking the cow and getting some chores done. Unfortunately, the mower needs to be fixed. I noticed the end of last week before we left that it was cutting unevenly when Homestead Boy 1 was cutting. Come to find out, it's missing a couple bolts. So we need to get that fixed. I don't have the parts that I need to fix it. I'm gonna have to run to the hardware store tomorrow to get that, but such is life, especially when you buy used stuff and you have old stuff. So I think I should be able to get it fixed, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But yeah, so I hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, clicking on that like button, or commenting. I really appreciate all three of those things, and they help out the channel a great deal. So thanks so much, and we'll see you guys in the next one.